Since New Leaf, Animal Crossing is kind of one of those franchises that Nintendo kind of decided to milk with Happy Home Designer or Pocket Camp or Amiibo Festival, but they finally got a brand new game with New Horizons. So how well is this one? Is it good? Is it bad? Chances are you all already know, because this one's going up a little later. Sorry about that, but let's find out. Hi guys, this is DPX. Welcome to my Animal Crossing New Horizons review. Before we get started though, you know what to do. Be sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new, turn on notifications, and leave a comment. You'll be a loyal subscriber. Animal Crossing New Horizons in terms of gameplay is just like how you'd imagine Animal Crossing on Switch. You just run around and try to improve and grow your village. Shaking trees, cutting trees, catching flies, or fishing hasn't felt so entertaining before. Animal Crossing is such a relaxing video game franchise, and New Horizons is no different. Such a relaxing experience, and you just move around so freely as well. The gameplay feels nice. It did take me a little while to figure out what every button does, as the game doesn't tell you till much later and therefore doesn't let you use everything. But other than that though, that's not a big complaint at all. So it's just a relaxing experience, and the gameplay contributes to that. Despite the name of the segment, Animal Crossing New Horizons, just like any other Animal Crossing, doesn't have a story at all. Basically, the whole story, if there were to be one, I guess would be you have your villager with some other villagers like the Nooks and two others you start with, which can be completely random. I got Tybalt and Plucky. Let me know which ones you got. And you just try to make your island bigger and bigger. Get to also, of course, name your island. I named mine Salad. Do you see what I mean when I say it's such a relaxing experience? It's not like some tight gripping, like some intense video game. It's just you're on an island and you want to make it good. It is also worth noting that you progress in the game based on like the time of day. Like basically, that sounded stupid, but the game is in real time, so you progress in the game that way. You buy stuff, and it sometimes will not get to you till the next day in real time, which is pretty unique, and it adds a unique progression to the game. One thing that Animal Crossing always needs to have are cute and lovable characters. And in that regard, New Horizons absolutely delivers. I've already mentioned your villager, the Nooks, and the two other villagers that you need to help get homes. But they're just so cute and lovable. I just have to give it its own segment. One reason I like this series so much is just because of all the characters, and New Horizons gives you more of those characters without really that much character to them. The customization options for your villager is also really cool. Just sucks for me though, as I accidentally hit OK after only changing the skin color. That's not a complaint or anything, it just felt like bringing that up. Multiplayer is an element in New Horizons that is really awesome. Sure, it must suck being player 2, as the camera and everything follows player 1, but it's still a hell of a lot of fun to run around your island with a buddy. And plus you can also like trade stuff, and it's really cool. You can also go online and more stuff, which can help grow your island as well. One interesting thing that kind of ties into this the local part at least, is that when you make your island on one profile on your Switch, another user on that same Switch starts with that same island. So every user on that Switch all live on the same island, which is pretty cool, but I can see how that could be a little inconvenient for someone who wants their own island and therefore their own playthrough, but it does add a sense of realism that I can't say I found in many other games. While we're on the subject of realism, how I mentioned earlier about how the game is in real time and you might not progress until the next day, like actual day, that is pretty cool, but can also be, again, inconvenient, as it does sort of give you a bit of a reason to put the game down and wait till the next day. Oh, and the bees. Which I guess they're wasps now, because the game calls them wasps. That was always a complaint. I never understood why those were there. In conclusion, Animal Crossing New Horizons, coming from someone who likes the Animal Crossing games, but out of all of them, New Leaf is the one I really played, like, a lot. This is the game I've been waiting for quite a while, if I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even mention the crafting. Briefly, I'll mention that. It's basically, you get certain supplies and you can craft a net, a fishing rod, an axe, pretty cool stuff. But Animal Crossing New Horizons, I didn't even mention how great it looks either, but it's probably one of the best looking games on the Switch. In fact, definitely the best looking game in the series. And it's just one of the most relaxing games you'll ever play. It's so much fun, there's tons of replay value. This was probably one of the hardest games for me to review, as, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even close to done with it, but I don't know when I will be, so I'd rather get this review out very fast. But this means take this score that I'm about to give it with a pinch of salt, as this could change, but I doubt it will, if I'm going to be completely honest. So, in the end, I give Animal Crossing New Horizons a 9.5 out of 10. It's one of the best games on the Nintendo Switch, absolutely. I would prefer to know what else Nintendo's releasing this year, but if this is the only game that they were to release this year, what a great game to be the only one. Well, that was this review for Animal Crossing New Horizons. I know this one came out a lot later than I usually make these reviews, but one, Animal Crossing is one of those games, especially this one, is one of those games that will take forever to complete. So I felt like making this one review quicker than it takes me to complete it. That, and it shipped to my house a lot later than it should have. Anyways, you probably got a chance to play the game. What do you think? Or were you playing Doom Eternal? Hopefully I'll get that soon, and I'll make some sort of video about that. I don't know if I'll drop a review, but I'll try to make some sort of video. Maybe even like a stream of me playing it. I don't know. But be sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.